All right, guys, Bitcoin on a little bit of a pullback today, 61,820. I would call this a healthy pullback, down from 63,000. You know, we've had a really hard time getting over 63,000 over the last couple months. So not surprising, we're on a little bit of a pullback. Overall, of course, your altcoins dumping. I wouldn't say dumping, pulling back as well. But interestingly, Bitcoin down about 3%. A lot of your altcoins are down about 2 or 3% too. So this really isn't like a big dump. You got Cardano still hanging out at 36 cents, which really isn't all that bad. To be honest with you, this is more like a kind of like a Bitcoin pullback, which is overall healthy to see in my personal opinion. All right, let's start off with some Cardano news. We have Cardano has this hard fork, this Chang hard fork coming up very soon. And Cardano's making a lot of news lately. So here's an article right here. Analyst says Cardano on the verge of pumping 1,000%. Here is why. Analyst Max Marr stated that the improved positive sentiment around the Cardano ecosystem could propel the price to a 10-fold rally. So he's talking about a 10x, which is exactly what I'm shooting for with Cardano. I've always said it, between $3 and $5, best case scenario $8. I think he's talking about a $10 Cardano, which is certainly possible, but there's no way we're getting above $8 to $10. Let's see what he says. Famous crypto analyst Max Marr has predicted that the Cardano price is on the verge of giving life-changing gains. The analyst made this speculation on a YouTube update while stating the reason behind Cardano's stagnation and why he believes this trend has changed. Mayer has pointed to the prevailing sluggishness demonstrated by Cardano since the 2020 crypto slump, the dump triggered by the Terra collapse, and the FTX implosion saw the market hit rock bottom. All right, let's start out with Cardano's problems. The popular analyst compared Cardano's performance to that of its top competitor, Ethereum and Solana. Marr noted that these assets have seen significant rallies this year, but Cardano hasn't, despite the blockchain having some notable chain advantages over them. One of the challenges the analyst pointed to was lack of narrative thrust on Cardano compared to Ethereum and Solana. The buzz around the Ethereum spot exchange traded fund ETF on Ethereum and meme coin frenzy on Solana, which we've talked about. The only reason Solana's pumping is because of the meme coins. We know that. There's no other way to put it, and that's fine. You know, Cardano doesn't have a lot of these sleazy meme coins. However, Cardano has just increased 40% as the blockchain and its community have failed to hold on to a narrative. The Crypto Basic reported the transformation of the Tron network after Justin Sun jumped on the meme coin bandwagon with the Sun Pump launch. We talked about that as well. Tron pumped. The only reason Tron pumped was Justin Sun is now in the whole meme coin game. You know, if Charles Hoskinson came out tomorrow and said, okay, I'm 100% in meme coins, all I care about is meme coins, let's basically bring all the meme coins to Cardano, Cardano would see a big pump. But that's not what a quality project does, guys. You know, I've always said that's why I'm in Cardano. I don't want to be in a pump and dump. I'm in plenty of pump and dumpers. Guys, you should see my freaking altcoin portfolio. A lot of my altcoins I don't even talk about. I have so many freaking altcoins I don't even remember, and I'm not even going to look at them until we go into alt season. But I have plenty of pump and dumpers. But with Cardano, I don't want a pump and dumper. I want a quality project, and that's why I like Cardano. Cardano is going to pump naturally and natively. We don't need any of this BS meme coins with Cardano. Yeah, there are some meme coins like Cardano, but we don't need that to be the main narrative around Cardano. I want Cardano just to build, and when we go into that alt season, pump on its merits. And that's what I like about Cardano. So this guy's basically just saying that's why all these other coins have pumped. Marr also pointed to Cardano's poor branding, which has made it more difficult to sell compared to Ethereum and Solana. I agree with that as well. Cardano being not a pump and dumper, not a shill coin, the advertisers and the pump and dumpers, the shillers, the crypto Rand Nooner, who I like to play some of his videos, but he is a big con man. The Bit Boys and all these guys, they don't shill Cardano because there's no way for them to get a cut. So you're not seeing the carnival barkers, you're not seeing the salesmen behind Cardano, and that's one reason Cardano doesn't really seem to pump until we go into alt season. And it's been like that historically with Cardano. Mar last point was the doom and gloom approach of the Cardano community to the network. According to the analyst, the blockchain's enthusiasts have not shared positive sentiment about Cardano, making new investors pursue. Yeah, and I agree with that. Well, basically just saying like a lot of Cardano investors are just kind of bitchy and they're kind of negative. They're not, like a Solana investor is like a cheerleader. It's like, whoa, we love Solana. A Cardano investor is more like just like behind the scenes. They're kind of like more like computer tech nerds. And anytime something negative happens with Cardano that can't be positive, they go and start bitching about it. They'll bitch about Charles Hoskinson. And that's not what a good cheerleader does. And I think that kind of hurts Cardano as well when it comes to pumpamentals in the bear market. But there is Cardano's awakening. Mar May tweet seems to have sparked a turnaround in the Cardano ecosystem. The analyst awakened the community after charging them to talk about the good things on the Cardano blockchain more often. There has also been an increased meme coin transaction in the Cardano ecosystem. The success of meme coins like SNEC and Nike have aroused the community, spreading positive sentiment around the network. I'm a big holder in SNEC. I think I also have another one. I've never heard of this Nike one, but I have a few other Cardano meme coins. And one of the good things about having Cardano meme coins is there's not a lot of them. So when we go into meme coin season again, and when Cardano starts pumping and it goes up to $5, $6, $7, a lot of these Cardano meme coins like SNEC are probably going to 50x. So versus if you're on Solana, there's like 1,000 meme coins to choose from. Odds are you might pick the wrong one and it might not even do anything because there's so many scam meme coins on the Solana blockchain. According to Mar, a sustained hype around the Cardano ecosystem would set the pace for a 10-fold price rally. He pointed out that if the momentum is sustained and new investors keep moving into the ecosystem, Cardano ADA would be on its way to a significant parabolic expansion. And guys, I've lived through this with Cardano before. Trust me, back in 2021, I was getting out of Cardano. I sold about 30-40% of my Cardano. Then I had to buy back in. Cost me probably $100,000 doing that. I lost a lot of money doing it. I was losing faith in Cardano. And the one thing I promised myself last bull market was I'm not going to make the same mistake with Cardano. I even told myself mentally that I know other coins are going to be pumping. I know other people are going to be telling me to sell my Cardano. I know the sentiment's going to be low on Cardano, but I know if I hold it, I'm going to do really well. And that's basically all you have to do with Cardano. We're coming up in the alt season. It's going to happen by the end of the year. I'm almost positive of it. And Cardano has not had its major pump yet, and I believe it's right around the corner. And there's a lot of positivity coming up with Cardano. Speaking of, we have the Chang hard fork, which should be coming out in a couple of days. Binance now ready for Cardano chain hard fork as exchange readiness hits critical level. In anticipation of the upcoming Cardano chain hard fork, Binance has confirmed its readiness, pushing exchange preparedness to a critical level. So everybody's talking about the chain hard fork. I actually think this is perfect timing. We have the chain hard fork coming up, and we're probably going to be going into alt season pretty soon. I really feel it. I could be wrong, but I think a big pump for Cardano is coming up. I think Cardano is going to be over $1 before you know it. I'm not going to put time frames because it's all a freaking guess, but Cardano is due for a big pump. And once we go into that alt season, I think Cardano is going to be one of the top performers. I'd be extremely surprised if we go into alt season and Cardano is not one of the top performers. I mean, I really would be, but we'll see what happens. This is crypto, and anything can happen. Another big story I've been following is this Telegram CEO, Paul Durov, whatever his name is, like a Russian last name, Durov or whatever. Arrest has worrying implications for crypto. So this guy's the CEO of Telegram. Apparently he got arrested, I believe in Europe somewhere. Let's see where he was arrested. Oh, in France. Yeah, well, Europe. He was arrested in France on August 24th, had an immediate impact on the crypto industry. Toncoin's value sharply dropped. So the problem with his arrest is, so basically he's in charge of Telegram. As anybody knows, I've been a private investigator for a while. A lot of people use Telegram. The reason people like to use Telegram is it's encrypted. You can't be tracked. It's like you can use the messaging on Telegram. and nobody really knows what you're doing. So you don't have to worry about like Apple reading your text messages or like your wife getting into your phone or like a business partner getting into your phone. It's all encrypted and it's all safe. So they're trying to essentially charge this guy because the government of Europe is pissed off at him because the government can't get into his messaging app. So yeah, criminals can use his app as well, just like a criminal can use a gun or a criminal can use a car to run a bunch of people over. But it's mostly law-abiding people who just like don't want the government on top of them. Well, the government doesn't like that, so they're trying to shut it down, and they arrested them. And this is one reason I'm just proud to be an American. You know, people can shill in America all they want, but this kind of stuff really doesn't happen in America. As you can see, what politicians tried to do to Donald Trump in America. I'm wearing my Trump hat, but it really didn't work because the courts, for the most part, sided with Donald Trump, and the people just don't tolerate it. But in these other countries, especially Europe, they don't have freedom over there. Like, there's no freedom of speech. The government can pretty much do whatever they want. They don't have a constitution over there. And if the government wants to put you in jail, they're going to put you in jail. So Crypto Rand talks about it a little bit. And he usually sums things up better than me, but it is disturbing what's going on. But it's not surprising. So here's a little bit of what's going on.
What you guys are saying about France is not true. This is not a politically motivated thing. This is all about the judicial system, and the government and France is all about freedom of speech. Bullshit. We all know France is not about freedom of speech. Because then half an hour later, the charges actually came out. Remember, we were looking for these charges. Now, to be honest, these charges are everything that I expected and as scary as I expected. I want to go through the charges because I think it's very, very, very important. So it says, this comes out from the judicial, the prosecutor of the Republic in Paris. And it says, Pavel Durov, founder and CEO of the instant messaging app of Telegram, was arrested at the airport in the outskirts of Paris on Saturday the 24th and then taken into custody at 8 p.m. This measure comes in context of a judicial investigation opened 8th of July 2024, following a preliminary inquiry initiated by Section J13 Fight Against Cybercrime. So this is a cybercrime thing. The judicial investigation was opened against person named on charges of complicity, webmastering an online platform in order to enable illegal transactions in an organized group. So they're blaming him for creating a platform to enable illegal transactions in an organized group. Refusal to communicate at the request of competent authorities information or documents necessary for carrying out and operating interceptions allowed by the law. So refusing to allow the law to intercept the thing. I see people wishing me happy birthday. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Much love to all of you. Happy birthday, Ran Ramaswamy.
Anyway, so basically what they're trying to do is, I'm not going to play the whole video, but essentially anytime somebody goes on Telegram and they do something illegal, like say I go on Telegram tomorrow and I don't know, I rip off an old lady or something like that, which happens every day on Facebook Marketplace. They're going to charge him with basically that. So anything that happens on Telegram, they're holding him directly responsible, which, like I said, it's like holding Ford responsible if somebody buys a Ford and decides to mow down a bunch of kids. It's like holding a gun manufacturer responsible if somebody goes on a mass shooting. It's like holding, I don't know, you can pick your topic, you know, like you can just basically holding, Starburster chocolate, the chocolate company, Hershey chocolate company, because somebody decided to eat a lot of chocolates and get diabetes. It's like, it's absolutely disgusting. And they're 100% doing it because they don't like his messaging service because it offers people a way to communicate without being tracked by the government. And it really is disgusting. And like I said, Europe has really lost its way. You see what happens. You see what's happening in Europe right now in the UK. They let all the illegal immigrants in, all the migrants. Their rapes are up like 500%. People are furious. You guys can watch the videos. Like the people are furious with the politicians, and the politicians just don't care. They're putting people in jail in the UK for basically making Facebook posts. And now you're seeing another European country, Germany, just putting people in jail for creating a messaging app. Because all Telegram is a messaging app. And they're putting him in jail just because they don't like his messaging app. So Europe has lost its way. This is why I'm proud to be an American. I'm glad we had that war a couple hundred years ago and we broke off from Europe, because Europe is really turning into a shithole. And that's why I'm glad we have the Constitution in America. We have freedom of speech. And I don't think politicians would dare bring those criminal charges against the Telegram founder in America because basically people just wouldn't stand for it. So we're going to see how this plays out. But like I said, it's not looking too good for this guy, but there's a lot of support on his side. So I'm thinking it could go 50-50. The government might just say it's not worth dealing with this guy and they might just let him out. But, governments generally don't back down. So this guy could be in jail for a long time. He's in jail right now. He's a flight risk because he has a lot of money. And this guy could be sitting in some shithole jail in France for the next couple years just waiting for his trial. So this is why people always tell me, they're like, I used to have some property in Greece. I still have family in Greece. I used to go to Europe all the time. And I was always happy to be back in the United States. I never trusted being over in Europe. Like I always said to myself, like, I feel like one wrong move over here, they could just throw me in jail for some stupid reason. Like there's no constitution over here in Europe. Like the government can pretty much do whatever they want. And now you're seeing that, like you see with COVID, what they did in Europe, they were clubbing people like over the head in Europe for leaving their house during COVID. They threw a lot of people in jail for leaving their house during COVID. You're seeing them throw people in jail for making Facebook posts in the UK. You're seeing Germany put this guy in jail. Even other countries like Australia, everybody thinks Australia is so great. I mean, they were shooting people with rubber bullets for leaving their house during COVID. They had some of the most strict COVID restrictions in Australia. And while the United States did have strict restrictions, for the most part, if you weren't living in some liberal shithole like New York City or California, you could pretty much do whatever you want. And that's the beauty of America. We have the 50 states, and you can get out of the hellish states if you need to, which is one reason property values went up so much in Florida, because people were fleeing liberal New York City. My point being is, I'm just proud to be an American. I know America has a lot of problems, but you see all these arrests over here in Europe, and in these other countries, they can essentially just arrest you for anything they want. And that is scary stuff. And I personally think like civil war is looming in Europe. I think they're getting sick of it. I think what you're seeing in the UK is going to build up. And I could see a civil war happening in Europe first. And then, of course, we might have a civil war in the United States, depending how this election goes. But a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world. So that's that news. We'll follow it. It's not good. It's not good for freedom. And I wouldn't be surprised if these foreign governments try to come after Elon Musk for making Twitter censor free. They might start holding Elon Musk responsible for hate speech or whatever they want to do. So this is a very dangerous precedent, and we will be following it, but it's kind of scary. Okay, Bitcoin poised for 150K, batshit season, but seller could dent rally. One analyst predicts $150,000 price tag for Bitcoin by the end of 2024. I don't think we're going to get that high. However, other indicators point to increased short-term selling. I think a lot of people are going to be waiting for $150,000 Bitcoin, and we're probably not going to get it. If you're holding out for $150,000 Bitcoin before you sell, I think you're not going to make any money this bull market. Like I've said, I think anything over $100,000 and $115,000 is when you should be dumping all of your Bitcoin. You might miss it. Well, maybe we'll get to $150,000, but it's not worth the risk, because almost everybody I talk to who's in Bitcoin, who's like a retard, which is most of the people I know and I talk to in Bitcoin, are retarded. And I'm not just saying, like, they really are retarded people. Like, for whatever reason, I don't know, like, I don't know, too much fluoride or whatever. They're all waiting for $150,000 Bitcoin. So please, please, please don't wait for $150,000 Bitcoin. Get the fuck out when we get to $100,000 Bitcoin. Maybe hold out for $120,000 Bitcoin, but get the fuck out, because there's no way we're hitting $150,000 this run. There's too many people waiting to sell at $150,000. Okay, what else we got going on? I know this is kind of a long video, but I don't really make a lot of videos anymore, so my videos are now longer. Another scary story: Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg admits he was part of the Biden-Harris censorship scheme. You've been warned, America. So essentially during COVID times, when Biden first got elected, he was basically censoring Facebook. If you said anything about the Biden administration, if you said anything about COVID lockdowns, anything like that, they basically were telling us, Facebook, they had to censor you and remove you. They censored the Hunter Biden laptop story. Very sick stuff. It's the kind of stuff you see in communist countries and dictatorships. And I think Mark Zuckerberg realizes Donald Trump is probably going to win this election, so he needs to come clean now because he knows Donald Trump is not a big fan and he's pissed off at all the shenanigans he's been pulling over the last 5 years. So you're seeing Mark Zuckerberg now come clean and essentially admit, the Biden administration, the Democrats were controlling Facebook over the last 5 years. So that is some fucked up shit, guys. That is some fucked up shit. Another reason to vote Republican, because whatever's going on with the Democrats, and I used to be a Democrat. I mean, like, my family was all Democrat. I love Bill Clinton. I love this 3 strikes and you're outlaw. I put fucking criminals in jail. Hey, you want to rob somebody? You got 3 times. The 3rd time you go to jail forever. And people say, like, oh, 3 strikes you're out was so bad for black people and people because they were putting people in jail for just selling pot. But selling pot was against the law. You got 3 shots. You know, if you're a pot dealer and you get caught 3 times, what do you expect? Like, you know the law. So that's why I don't really buy this whole like 3 strikes and you're out. Like, oh, it affects black. Yeah, well, black people statistically commit more crime. That's not my fault. I mean, I live in Baltimore City. If you get robbed or murdered, it's probably going to be from a black male between the age of 15 and 25. That's just a statistic. It's not my problem they get arrested more. So the 3 strikes and you're outlaw that Bill Clinton did was freaking awesome. I love Democrats in the 90s. He balanced the budget. He put criminals in jail. He worked with both sides, and now you're pretty much just seeing the complete opposite with Democrats. So I'm off. Okay, now we're on XRP news. I'm all over the place. So analysts expect XRP to hit $10 for this cycle, but awaits confirmation. Market commentators continue to project bullish target for XRP for the ongoing market cycle, despite the prevalent underperformance. In a recent a prominent market analyst, Spectra, set a bullish price target of $10 for XRP with a current market cycle. However, this target comes with a caveat. He remains cautious, noting that the situation will become clearer as the cycle progresses. But he has a bullish $10 target. So the $10 XRP target I put in the same basket of retards as the $150,000 Bitcoin target. The same retards who are waiting for $150,000 Bitcoin, you know, at the special ed school down the road, are the same people voting for the $10 XRP. You're not getting it. And if you're waiting for a $10 XRP, you're going to lose all your money. What you want to be doing with XRP is when XRP hits all-time high of $3 or $4, you want to start cost averaging out. Then you want to have some XRP remaining and set stop losses, which you can set on Binance or KuCoin or whatever exchange you use. Very simple. Say XRP hits $4. You sell 50% right off the bat. You set a stop loss for $3.50. You said you're going to sell everything else. If XRP goes back down to $3.50, maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe the next day XRP will be $5. Then you set your stop loss to $4.50, and you just keep riding it. And whenever your stop loss gets hit, you're out. You're done. You leave. You go on vacation. You don't look back. But I can tell you guys right now, XRP is not hitting $10. It might hit $3 to $5. I think it probably will. I think that's a good set. But these bullish targets right now, these articles you're seeing, like I said, $150,000 Bitcoin, $20 Cardano, $10 XRP. I saw one the other day of $150 for Theta with some YouTube video I saw. That's all dumb, retarded money who's not going to make any money this run. Okay? Just want to let you guys know that. We try to keep it real on this channel. All right, anything else? Oh, that's pretty much it. Bitcoin 61,910, a little bit of a pullback. I wouldn't be surprised if we're back up to $63,000 tomorrow. Really, we're just following the stock market right now. I think alt season's right around the corner. I don't know, guys. I mean, it's got to be here by the end of the year. But overall, everything's looking good. Everything's looking bullish. The most bullish thing for crypto is going to be Donald Trump winning this election. I really hope it happens. I do think if Kamala Harris does somehow win this election, we're probably not going to get a crypto bull run this cycle, because that would be devastating news for the crypto markets. But I really don't think that's going to happen. I think Trump's going to win. Everything's looking good. Legislation looking good for Bitcoin. And right now we're kind of just chilling out. We're in the boring phase. I can tell you a lot of people are bored with crypto. Nobody talks to me about crypto anymore. All the dumb money has left the building. Dumb money has left the building. All of my friends, you know who you are, used to text me about Bitcoin. They are no longer texting me about Bitcoin. The dumb money has left the building. Okay? On this channel, we're not dumb money. We don't want to be dumb money. The impatient people, the people who say, I put $10,000 in Cardano, it's not doing anything. Well, I'm going to take my money out now and I'm going to buy myself a piece of shit car or something like that. You know, like the dummies out there with the $800 a month car payments because they had to buy a new pickup truck. The people are going to be broke forever. That's the American way. Impatience. You know, a big part of just making money in this world and being successful is just having some patience. And most people can't do it. Most people are impatient. They say, oh, keep my $10,000 in Cardano for another couple months, or I can buy my pickup truck. I can put this $10,000 down on a new F-150 with an $800 a month car payment. What should I do? And 90% of Americans will choose the F-150 because they are stupid. All right, guys. That's it. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.